Fox Carolina First Alert Weather.
Well, I'm back, and you likely heard your your First Alert weather apps going off because we've got a severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect now for downtown Greenville. There was a little bit of a trend that this was going to start to weaken, but that severe thunderstorm warning has been extended by the National Weather Service. This is going to continue to push off to the southeast. The bad news here is that this slowed down about 5 miles per hour. So now it's moving to the southeast at about 15 miles per hour. So the timing on this now, moving into downtown Greenville or right overhead at about 7:28 this evening. Keep in mind, you're already hearing the thunder. You need to already be in your safe space. Headed towards Roper Mountain Science Center at about 7:43, into Malden at about 7:50 here, and then Simpsonville, it's going to get to you by about 7:15. 8:10 to 8:15 is when it's rolling into your area based off of that current trajectory, the fact that it's slowed down here and is no longer moving at 20 miles per hour. It's now down to 15 miles per hour. So these are fairly slow moving storms. And again, the big issue here is that we've got all that lightning associated with it. On top of the potential, it's producing 60-mile-per-hour winds and some quarter-size hail. I haven't seen any hail reports out of Pickens County as that storm has already rolled through. But keep in mind, those 60-mile-per-hour winds can certainly do a lot of damage, especially when we're talking about tents being set up wherever there may be festivals going on and such. We've got some lightning strikes up around Travelers Rest. A lot of this is moving out of Pickens County and right in towards downtown Greenville. So once this rolls through the area, you can see back off to the west, it's a little bit, there's still some rain, but there's a lot less thunder and lightning there. Once we get that storm rolled through the area, I'd give it about 30 to 45 minutes for this to kind of make its way through the bulk of that heavy rain and the lightning. Behind that, you're going to get a little bit of a break. I am keeping a close eye on this round of thunderstorms as well, dropping down to the southeast at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. So again, on the slower side of things, this has a lot of lightning, heavy rain, and the possibility of some 40-mile-per-hour winds and maybe some pea-size hail. So this is going to be impacting Walhalla here in about the next 10 minutes, into 6 Mile at about 8:05 and into Pickens at about 8:13. Again, the good news with this is that I do think that once these thunderstorms get out of here, and it should be within the next hour that we're going to really start to see things weaken. We're losing a lot of the heating of the day, and this is helping to tap out the atmosphere. As we see these thunderstorms develop, it's pulling in a lot of energy, all of that energy that the heating of the day has created, and as those thunderstorms start to collapse on themselves, that allows for the weakening phase, that allows for things to start to quiet down, and then the atmosphere is kind of tapped out. So beyond that, we start to see that drying trend beyond what's happening there. Again, this severe thunderstorm is the one that I'm concerned about rolling right into downtown Greenville, in towards Simpsonville as well. Even if you're not in downtown, but you're checking us out on the app here and you're at home and you're inside this box, make sure you're headed for shelter. If you're grilling, head inside right now. If you've got plans to set off your own homemade fire or your own fireworks at home, keep in mind you want to keep everything inside until we get through this round of thunderstorms. Even without the 60-mile-per-hour winds, my big concern is this lightning. I was watching it on our tower cam. It is cloud to ground lightning, which means it is going from the clouds down to the ground or back up, and that means that you can get struck by lightning. So until this thunder fades off into the distance, you need to be staying in your safe space, whether that's your car, whether that's inside of a building. I know a lot of people probably running for shelter down there at Unity Park with the 4th of July festivities going on, but this particular thunderstorm is a good reason to be headed inside. Of course, we're going to continue to keep you updated on everything that's going on here. One of the ways you can get that information is right here on our, news app, but also on our First Alert weather app. And I do want to give you a quick update. Just walked over here because I heard the little beeping, and sure enough, there it is. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning, and this includes Oconee County. Your First Alert weather app, sorry, that's where you want to get some of your information, right here on our Fox Carolina News app as well. This is a brand new severe thunderstorm warning, that cell I was just telling you about in Oconee County. This particular severe thunderstorm warning goes until 8:15 this evening. This is moving to the southeast at a very slow 10 miles per hour. Quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds possible with this particular storm. So let me put this track on it for you here, moving about 10 miles per hour. So this is going to be impacting those of you in Oconee County. Walhalla, it's going to be overhead in the next 5 minutes. If you can already hear the thunder, you need to be headed inside. West Union, 7:38. It's headed in towards Westminster at about 8:06 this evening and into Seneca at about 8:20. That's slightly after the severe warning will have expired. But again, you need to be, if you're in the path of the storm, you need to be headed for shelter because those 60-mile-per-hour winds and the quarter-size hail is of concern, but also the amount of lightning. Let's put a little lightning tracker on this for you. In the last 15 minutes, we've had 22 strikes, and the bulk of that very close to Walhalla right there. Zooming in, Issaquah Falls, Whetstone, it's right overhead. Oconee State Park, if you know anybody that's camping right now, hopefully they have headed for shelter there. We've got some heavier rain around Pickens, but no lightning there. Easily starting to die down with the thunder and lightning strikes. As we zoom in a little bit closer here on this particular storm, the severe thunderstorm that's moving through Greenville County and northern parts of Anderson County, this one has 20 lightning strikes on it in the last 15 minutes. So this is a very electrical storm as well. You can see a new lightning strike just popped up there. I do want to put a fresh track on this. Again, moving to the southeast at about 15 miles per hour. So it's slowed down here in about the last 20 to 25 minutes. Moving overhead, Greenville right now. It is moving into Malden in the next 20 minutes or so. It's going to be headed in towards Malden in about 25 minutes, about 7:50. Simpsonville, it's going to be arriving on your doorstep closer to 8:10, and then in towards Gaylord's Crossroads by about 8:20. And this particular severe thunderstorm warning is going to go until 8 o'clock this evening, unless it gets extended a little further down. Right now, it does have a lot of lightning. It's got that potential for 60-mile-per-hour winds moving overhead into downtown Greenville right now. That's the concern. It's just with the festivities going on in downtown, I want to make sure that everyone's safe out there. We're going to let you go off the app and keep you updated, of course, if we need to. I want to make sure that everyone has the information that they need on what's going on with the severe storm. We'll keep you updated on the First Alert Weather app. We'll keep you updated right here. Make sure that you're paying attention to this. The good news is I don't expect any tornadic activity out of this, but those straight line winds can certainly do a lot of damage, and we saw a lot of that this weekend. And again, that lightning is of big concern. If you don't already have it, the Fox Carolina First Alert Weather app, get it downloaded onto your phone alongside this Fox Carolina News app. The First Alert Weather app has a radar on it, so you can follow right along with it. I'll, of course, send you personalized weather update videos anytime we've got any sort of severe weather going on. Just wanted to make sure that everyone is safe and sound this evening. Again, if we feel like we're in need to cut back in, we'll be right here with you on the Fox Carolina News app, bringing you the latest updates as these storms roll through the area.